happening, guys? I thought I would share some of the things I've spotted so far on my bike rides back and forth work this week. The first thing I've spotted is lots of smiley faces, and that really motivates you to keep going. And then saying good morning to people, you hear various phrases which you'd only hear in Wales. Two such phrases have been, I said good morning to a gentleman. I said, how are you? And he said, champion! Hi, fucking champion! Another gentleman I saw, I said, morning, how are you, alright? And he said, well, I'm still breathing. I said, that's a start. Turns out he's on an e-bike, so he was cheating. And when he flew past me, I didn't feel so bad. Morning, afternoon. It is. Are we okay? Sometimes you just get good thanks. You know, that's the other stock response, isn't it? But I prefer champion, fucking champion. Or the other guy, still breathing. I just think it's brilliant. You only get that in Wales. What's the equivalent in America? Do people say a champion? Or do they just say brand new? Let me know in the comments. Do people say still breathing? Hiya. Is that Teddy? So, interesting story about Teddy the dog there. Yesterday I was hammering it down this path. Let me just show you the said path. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's the path to Blanavon from Pontypool. This is an old railway and now it's a cycle path. And going up, it's about 1,000 feet elevation from Pontypool, which is a bit of a slog. I'm not going to lie to you, but if you get your mind right, put a bit of Goggins on, it's actually a breeze. Well, yesterday, coming down it on the way to work, I was hitting it a bit hard because obviously 1,000 feet going down is good fun, especially on this surface. Which is nice and smooth. It's a very nice smooth surface. So I was hitting it a bit hard. And Teddy was off the leash. He jumped out, and for a split second I thought he was going under the bike. So I slammed on the anchors, checked he was alright, he was fine. But then a little bugger gave chase. So he starts chasing me down the path. And the lovely owner that you just saw back there called him, Teddy, no! So thankfully he gave up his chase. I mean, he's a cockapoo, so he wasn't going to give him much of a fight. But that was a note to self, not to hit it so hard, not to go so fast. And all these are lessons before we do our north to South Wales 250 mile bike ride next week, which, FYI, you can sponsor on the link. Yeah, please do. We're raising money for MND, motor neuron disease, which is a cruel bastard of a disease. Our friend Mark, who's got many friends, is testament to his character, is defying. He's defying it. And not only that, he's raising awareness about the disease, which some people say they're 5 years away from finding a cure for, and not a moment too soon. So, MN Defiance is a trust, it's an actual charity. Mark and his family have been raising awareness with other friends, you know. We did the walk from Gloucester to Abertillery, and that was in collaboration with the 4Ed Trust, which is Ed Slater's charity. Also a rugby player, played for Gloucester, and so Mark played for Abertillery, Ed played for Gloucester, also second row, and as a result we did 54 miles. Turned out it was a few more than that probably, give or take, and I'll be sharing some videos of that because I realised I stopped at about, the video stopped when we got like the Forest of Dean, so I can use the remainder of the trip to raise some awareness now for this next challenge next week. That's 18th to the 20th of April, 250 miles, about 20 of us doing it over 3 days. Not going to be easy, but anyway, those are some of the things I've spotted on my bike rides, and that's why I love it. I love it. I mean, nature, characters, smiles aplenty, So please sponsor us. And by the way, you can also sponsor the camera. Hello. You can sponsor the camera that I really want to buy because I want to film it properly, not just by iPhone like I'm doing now, even though that will probably do the job. I want to get the Insta360 Go 3S, which is a pendant you can wear around your neck and it'll just film everything. Oh yeah. And also, are you alright? How's it going? Okay?
Good, sir.
Good. Pendant you wear around your neck. It's got a windshield microphone on it. So it just means we can talk to the boys. And by the way, there's some huge characters coming on this trip. So it's going to be hilarious. Hilarious, Big Brother. Don't suppose any of you remember Nadia from Big Brother. That's what she used to say. You're all too young. Doesn't matter. So 3 days of cycling, back and forth work, just to see how it felt. And yesterday I came a bit of a cropper, a Roy cropper if you like, because I was coming up here, uphill, 1,000 feet, and I pedalled a bit too hard, I would say. I learned a little lesson. Pedaling uphill for 1,000 feet kind of drains the battery a bit. And so I had to stop right at the top, have a little drink, have a little bar of chocolate. How are you? And there was a runner, and I was sat on the floor having my bar of chocolate, and this runner came past me. Bless her. I think she thought it was something up because I wasn't really chatty like I am now. I had a curly whirly and a good drink of water, and she stopped just to check I was okay, I think. So I gave her a wave. I had a wee in the bush when she was gone, of course, and everything was rosy. I got home about 7:30, had some food. I learned a stark lesson there, and that is not to pedal too hard going uphill. And I've seen that in a few videos that I've watched. Don't pedal too hard going uphill because you'll have a, whatever they call it. Point is, I had a bit of a drop in energy, learned a lesson, checked my heart rate when I got home on the app, and it was 180 at one point. The trick is to keep your heart rate consistent, and that's going to be key on this trip from North Wales. Keep your heart rate consistent so you don't have those little spikes and bombs. So keep a backpack full of supplies when you're on your own like this, but for the ride we got a support van, so keep the supplies in the van. We're going to do 20-mile stretches and then replenish, get the energy drinks filled back up, and then we go again. So is it going to be fun? I think hell yeah. But is it going to be tough? Most definitely, boys and girls. So don't, I'm non-binary. We don't discriminate here. So other things spotted on my trip, back and forth work, as well as learning some lessons, what to do, what not to do, has been shopping trolley. Spotted one of those so far. Shopping trolley count 1. I've also seen a wheelie bin, that had its side melted open. I've seen a bit of fly tipping, which is never pleasant. I've seen a lot of broken glass, and that's never nice really under the tyres, but thankfully I've got these Continental puncture proof. Let's hope so, eh? Let's hope so, lads and girls. Mainly is lots of fresh air. Oh, I also saw a Chavi foil balloon in a tree. Somebody had obviously let it off and they had all lost it, and it's ended up in a tree. It's not a ride through Wales without seeing a Chavi foil balloon in a tree. But on the upside, I've seen plenty of characters, plenty of happy smiley faces. I've heard the birds, I've heard the nature, I've seen the sun. It's been incredible. It's been fantastic really. And I've burnt a few cows while I'm doing it. But you know what, when I woke up this morning, after 2 days of cycling and last night's bollocking it uphill, oh yeah, alright, I really didn't want to do it this morning. Really didn't want to do it. And guess what, my body was screaming, take the car, be easier. You know what, I used the Goggins mindset and what's become my own mindset really, lads, and that is keep going. Doesn't matter how long it takes, just get there. I think it was Sinead O'Connor who said, I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can, or Kylie, one of those singers. And I felt better for it, you know? Felt better for it, no excuses. Just got up, power through, and here we are again, going uphill. 1,000 feet incline, total elevation, on this fantastically kept path, apart from a few roots. There's a few bumps and roots up in Blenavon by the train station, but you skip over those, stand up on your pedals, and then once you get to Blenavon, you know, it's Garn Lakes, which is beautiful. You go across the top and drop down, and then it's all downhill to get home, and it's worth it. It's like L'Oreal. So here we are. That was it. I thought I'd share those stories with you. To sponsor the camera, give me an inbox. What I'll do in return is, on all adventure videos moving forward, I'll give your company, your charity, your organisation, your handle, your podcast, whatever it is, I'll give it a little shout out. Or if you're an individual, I'll give you a shout out. If you want to remain anonymous, then I'll do that as well. But I will use that camera on all of our challenges moving forward, and I'll give you a little shout out in the credits as a supporter. But most importantly is sponsor our ride. You know, the team have trained really hard for it, and let's not forget why we're really doing it. I have to remind myself sometimes we're doing it for Mark and his family, but more than that, the MN Defiance Trust gives to direct, because it's a small trust, it can give money direct to families, and off the back of the Tenny van we give money to families directly affected by MND, the cruel bastard that it is. But Mark's not a cruel bastard, you know, he selflessly set up this trust to give money to families directly affected by MND, and as a result they're able to enjoy holidays or just put extra provisions in place that they need to live with it. So there we are. It's a rather long-winded way of saying please support. More importantly, do what you can to raise awareness, and let's find a cure for this thing. And I can't help but share my little stories and anecdotes because I just think it's brilliant. You know, I think the people you bump into are brilliant, and I'm looking forward to comparing this ride with the ride in North Wales. I'll leave you with this little vista. Garndyffaith Viaduct. I never knew Garndyffaith had one before doing this this little track. You know, now I do. Now I do. And look at that full moon. Full moon. Beautiful. Blue skies. Birds tweeting. Birds tweeting in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. As Kylie once sung. I think it was Kylie, or it might have been her sister Danny. Yeah, or it might have been Daniel Bedingfield and his sister. I can't remember. Just let me know in the comments who sang that. Alright. Stay champion. Keep smiling. And remember this. You're still breathing. That's good. That's good. So am I right now, but I'm going to cut there because, you know, I'm running out of oxygen. I'm going to check my heart rate and keep going. Please sponsor us. Please sponsor the camera if you can. And we'll film it properly. We'll edit it properly. And in stunning 4K. And it is important to document these things to raise awareness. I pedalled to work once in a t-shirt with a giant grape, a dried grape on the front. I was just raising awareness. You can have that. It'd be Joke of the Fringe this year probably. Just credit me for it, yeah. The way I'll credit you for this camera. Alright, peace. Catch you at the next one. To quote Beard Meets Food. Ta-ra guys. Ta-ra. Take care. God bless. Safe journeys.